Check, check. Hey everybody! I am back again for more chatter this week and some things to talk about. And this is going to be pretty short because I've got Gen Con going down. Oh my gosh, I got some sort of weird feedback loop. Hold on. To talk about, and this is going to be pretty short because I've got Gen Con. Hold on, I think I figured this out. Going down. Oh my gosh, I got some sort of weird feedback loop. Hold on. Talk about, and this is going to be pretty short because I've got Gen Con. Hold on, I think I figured this out. Going down. Oh my gosh, I got some sort of weird feedback loop. Hold on. Talk about, and this is going to be pretty short because I've got Gen Con. What kind of loop is going on here? Going down. Oh my gosh, for some reason it's trying to pick up an extra microphone. Why are you doing that? Some sort of weird feedback loop. Okay. Trying again. Talk about, and this is going to be pretty short because I have no idea. Gen Con loop is going on here. Going down. Oh my gosh, for some reason it's trying to pick up an extra microphone. Why are you doing that? Okay. Some sort of weird feedback loop. Okay. I'm going to see whether or not. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi guys, I am a professional. All right. Let's try this one more time. For whatever reason, when I started, it threw on my webcam microphone as well, and that's not what I wanted it to be picking up. So this mic and that mic and everything was just looping around, and it was quite ugly. But we're gonna hope that that's fixed now. We'll see. I at least am not hearing the reverb. Hey there, Seeker. Thanks for stopping by. I like Seeker. Kind of know him. Good, pretty good. So yeah. So hey, anybody in the chat, tell me, like, am I doing some reverb right now? Do I sound okay? I would really appreciate working out the kinks on this before tomorrow, because tomorrow is Gen Con, which is why this is going to be kind of short tonight, because I got stuff to do. So one of the things I mentioned I was going to do last week was show you guys my new office setup, and I was going to post all that. Well, that did not happen, primarily because I'm terrified to touch anything, because I've got all the Gen Con, seminars and things. We've got 6 hours of seminar presentation tomorrow, and I have 3 monitors set up here with everything very carefully calculated, and I am absolutely freaking terrified to touch, move, change any settings, whatever. So some of the things that I wanted to show you that I really like about my new setup are how versatile it is and how easy to swap it out. And I'm not swapping anything right now. So, so you'll get that next time. Sorry, promise for that. Okay, so Seeker says I'm okay now. I'm not getting any reverb. Yeah, last week, found out after the fact I had some weird reverb coming and going, and I don't know what was going on with that. So try to hunt that down. So, okay. So just to give some heads up on things that will be happening in this channel, let me get back over to my chat is up top where I can see it. That would be great. Want to be able to see things. Okay. So one of the things that I said I would be doing on here, I just want to clarify a little bit more. Another thing, when I said I was going to be doing it here, and I listed a whole bunch of stuff, and I did not include clicker training on that. And I definitely want to mention that because we will be doing some clicker training on this channel, both because that's a thing that I do, and it's a thing that I write about, and it's fun, and it's useful, and we're going to be doing more virtual demonstrations, live demonstrations, I don't know what you're going to call them, of clicker training, not just here, but Ken Ramirez is doing a weekly live from the ranch right now, and has been for the last several months, and just really cool stuff like that. So just kind of keep an eye out for that as well. I did post a video a few days ago, just a really short compilation of training to wear a muzzle and then training to wear a mask on the muzzle. So you can see that, it's entirely voluntary. It's pretty quick to train. It doesn't have to be an ordeal. So that's the kind of thing that you might see in the clicker training category here. And then I wanted to clarify a little bit more that this sounds really awkward, and I don't, but I want this to be valuable for readers, and I want this to be valuable for creatives. And a lot of times there's not a lot of overlap. A lot of times there is, and it's fun, if for people who read books or watch movies or something, to get to see some behind the scenes on how that's done. But sometimes you just want to watch the freaking movie. You don't want to watch the making of. And the same way that if I have a blog or a channel that's just entirely dedicated to craft and business stuff, then that's not fun for readers. But if I have something that's, primarily for readers, then that's not fun it's not useful for other writers or creatives to, I actually think I can be helpful. And this is something I enjoy doing. It's helping people, advance in their craft and get some business advice and that sort of thing. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of those, balance it. I'm going to try to make it very distinct. You'll know exactly what you're getting. And we'll see how that goes. So absolutely open to feedback on that sort of thing as we go. Just feel free to, hey, we have chat. Like, this is supposed to be interactive. Please don't leave me talking to myself. Nobody wants that. All right. Just lots and lots of chatting. But as we go forward and do that, I have giveaways. So, actually, let me see if I can, I have no idea. Change my windows here and see. Can I see what can you look down? There we go. Look at this stack of books. Look at that stack of books. That is all stuff that I have to give away during my craft and business talks. And these are things that I have collected, I have been given, I have picked up and have duplicates of or anything. So like sometimes, I was helping at an event and they gave me some craft books as a thank you. Well, these are books that I already have, or I don't, I have two, for example, of these story grids sitting right here. And these, I believe, retail for something like $35 each. They're good stuff. And I'm going to be happy to give one of those away. So as we, two of those away, actually. So as we go forward and I'm presenting different things, I'll talk about how those giveaways are going to work. And just one second. And look at this one. This is fun. Team Oxford Comma. Come on, for the win. Oxford Comma Forever. And I have these. These are really cute. Let's see if I can I don't know if you can focus on it. Hello, focus, focus. These are little writer stickers. These are from Karmada Arts, Karmada, Karmada Arts. And she's got like a whole array of fun stuff. Check her out anyway. But she has these in artist and writer and just cosplayer and like all kinds of fun themed stickers. So those would be good to check. Oh, hey, that was me. I don't know if you guys heard that. I think you probably heard that. That was me like forgetting to mute my phone. So hooray. Okay. Fun times. All right. Yes, Schmancy. Thank you. What else? Oh, I have the big news. Next week, and again, I apologize. I think I mentioned if I had mentioned in my thing earlier, if I had planned really well, I would not have started the streaming right before Gen Con when my schedule got blown up anyway. But it's okay because the schedule can be a little blown up for what I'm doing next, which is going to be having Susan Span on the show, and that's going to be, we'll have her live from Tokyo. So that'll be a lot of fun. And we're going to talk about her new book, The Climb, or I'm sorry, it's just Climb. But it is part memoir, part adventure story, it's all kinds of things. It's a great story of her setting some goals for herself and then finding out that the challenges were much bigger than she even had imagined, and all the things that she learned along the way. And it's not nearly as dull and navel-gazing as I just made it sound. So yeah, we'll go with that. And if you're ever have liked my my Japanese cultural notes or anything like that, that'll be a great time because she's climbing 100 mountains in Japan, and all the cultural interest that comes along with that, and the significance of that. And so I'll have more of that online as we get closer, but that'll be next week, and I will post about that as it goes down. And what else is going on? I had notes for this. Let's see. I will talk more. I'll have another kind of craft and businessy session, but I'm going to start that after Gen Con so that we can kind of get a momentum and keep going. I want to stay focused and really just be helpful, like build some momentum, get some steam going as we head out of, well, I'm not going to say out of summer. We're not done with summer yet. We're definitely still going to have some more summer. It's nice out. So we'll have we'll get that going. We'll give some giveaways. It'll be a good time. And what else? Yeah, I am. Sorry, this is me. Like I should have kept my notes up. Okay. Gen Con, I wanted to mention again what we are doing with that, because that is why everything is chaos over here where you can't see. So tomorrow, as I said, we have 6 hours of programming that is Japanese folklore and mythology, which is a free event to attend. If you would like to come to that and you don't yet have a Gen Con badge, go to gencon.com, grab a badge, and there are links for, oh my gosh, what jerk did not silence her phone? Okay, hopefully that'll stay off now. So gencon.com, grab a free badge, pick up a free ticket to Japanese folklore and mythology. The links are all over my social media and website. Then after that becomes story time from Japanese history, which is just a couple of hours of relating key, interesting, fun, weird, pivotal events that shaped Japanese history or are just important to know for cultural reasons because you'll see them referenced in your film, anime, manga, etc., or that are just fun, like the Akabeko. So that'll be after that. And then we have the Phantom Thief, an illustrated history, which is my sister's presentation on the literary trope of the gentleman thief and how that has come and developed across several continents in the last 150 years. The real world roots of that. It's just where you get to find out like what Moriarty and Joan of Arc have in common, and just a lot of really fun. Again, you'll get a lot more in jokes, and you'll pull a lot more out of your film, European, American, Japanese film, everything from Raffles to Sherlock Holmes to Dupin, everything. So you get all kinds of good stuff out of that. All of those are free. You can pick up all of those for free. And then on Friday, we are doing, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Mold making. So that'll be sculpting something out of probably a clay. We'll show you some options, and then making molds. And we are doing thermoplastics, and we are doing Patterns Lie, which is introduction to sewing and pattern reading, and all the things that not only that they don't tell you, but they tell you that are wrong. And so we'll tell you how to get started in a hobby that can be fairly dense. And also makeup for costuming, which is everything from both basic makeup to prosthetics and special effects and that sort of thing. The most expensive event that we're doing is $6. So definitely not going to break the bank. And again, the base badge is free this year. Gen Con is entirely online. So gencon.com, pick that up. Please join us. Yeah, and then, okay, so. Oh, hey, hi, Laura. Kyle stopped by. I've been talking, not even looking at the chat. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. For those of you who are interested in any of the free Gen Con events that I just mentioned, those free seminars are all going to be live streamed right here. So you can pick them up on either Twitch or YouTube, whichever your preference is. And so you're welcome to just drop by and see what's going on. But please, it would help us out a lot if you picked up a free ticket for that. And again, cost you nothing. It just lets them know that we got someone officially viewing with that. So I appreciate if you want to do that. And yeah, that is most of my updates at the moment. I whined a little bit last week about things I was working on that were beating me up in the alley, and so I did finish revising, and I sent off a short story, Dust Punk, and so we'll wait and see. It's kind of a science fiction dust punk, so that'll be out for 2 or 3 months while I'm waiting for feed to find out if that gets picked up or not. And then that leaves me working on the water story that I deflected really hard about last time. And then that also leaves me working on Kin and Kind, which, again, after Gen Con, I'm hoping I can knuckle down on a little bit. I still have some conferences after Gen Con, but not nearly with the same workload. So, yeah, that's what's going on. How does one become an author? Kyle asks. You start writing, and it's just a bad habit. No, legitimately, the joke is that writers write. Like, that is what defines a writer. And that, it's a joke, but it's also true. And then how does one become a paid writer is, there are several paths. The traditional route was to sell a lot of short stories, not necessarily a lot, but to sell, to prove your ability with short stories, and then publishers would pick you up for longer work when you had a track record of being able to produce short work. In this modern age, so like really within the last 10 or 12 years, with I'm not going to say the advent, but the rise of self-publishing, which has always existed, but was primarily vanity publishing. There was a lot of mud in the water, on how much of that was. Vanity publishing and self-publishing still get thrown around today, and there's a tremendous number of money-making schemes out there targeting people who would like to be professional authors, and so you have to be cautious if you're going that route. Hey, Margaret, thanks for stopping by. How are you? So anyway, where I'm going, I'm complicating a short answer, which is that writers write, then they start submitting, then they get paid, more, and you're gradually building up both a reputation among readers and a reputation among publishers who know that they can take a chance on you. Thanks, Kyle. Sorry, thanks for getting something out of that, because that was not the clearest I have ever presented that in my life. Legitimately, honestly, for real, I am a professional speaker and as a professional instructor, and I do get paid for words coming out of my mouth, but that was not my prime moment. So thank you. But yeah, that's one of the things I would like to do here in the craft and business side of this particular new venture for me, is I want to have things for readers like, hey, let's talk about what are Shannon Becknam's secret hobbies or whatever. And then let's also talk about craft and business, because I really do enjoy helping people get traction with that and see benefit for that. The great thing about writing and most creative work is that like my market does not buy one book a year, right? Like if I sell a book, that does not mean another author cannot sell a book. If another author sells a book, it does not mean I cannot sell a book. So there's no, Margaret's another author, here, we're not competing. We help each other because, our ideal reader, our ideal market might well buy 2 books, so that's it. Do I write poetry? Not well. I'll be honest with that. Yeah, that's not my particular skill set. I'm much better at my current series is epic fantasy, and I feel pretty solid about that. I occasionally have to slip poetry into my books for reasons, especially if I'm writing something, any of the Japanese historical stuff. Of course, poetry is very important in there. And it's funny, if you pay attention across my work, you'll find that almost every time a poem makes it onto the page, the person who has written it is musing about how subpar it is for their usual work. That's my super secret personal out for, hey, I tried. So there we go. Yes, Margaret says, if you win, we all win. That's the thing, that's why I love working with other authors and other creatives of all varieties, is like we're only going to inspire each other. We're only going to benefit each other. And oh no, too much good material in the world. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Don't buy Stephen V's. Buy. Hey, you know what? You can buy Stephen and me. Like, well, Stephen King, not gonna tell you not to buy me, but you can buy Stephen and me both. It's all good. Okay. All right. Hey, that's like most of what I had for today. And like I said, it was going to be fairly short because my box of chaos, I'm going to have to take some pictures and show you guys what this is over here because it's crazy. I have monitors stacked behind monitors because I have one monitor that is not here for me to look at. It's just here for the computer to recognize that there's a third display up, and then the 2 monitors for me to actually use. And yeah, it's a little bit nuts right now, but that's just to get me through tomorrow, and then I can go back to normal after those 6 hours for Gen Con. So yeah, does anybody have any funny jokes to share? Anything else before I sign off? I thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It's a little bit quick today. Oh, in case you missed it, because I know not everybody was here at the get-go, but let me start with that. These are the books that I'm going to be giving away for my writing stuff. So this is all kinds of craft books, marketing books, sales books. Let me get back. Can you see this? The Story Grid one's pretty well known. Like I said, that's normal, like a $35 book, and I've got 2 of them to give away. So I am kind of excited to get that kicked off and get those things going. But that's going to happen after Gen Con and after Susan is on. I can't say on the show. Like, I don't know, on the show. I don't have a show. I have me rambling. That's it. Hi, I'm Laura Van Arndonk Baugh, and I don't have a catchphrase. Yeah. So, Kyle, thank you so much. He says, I'm a very good speaker. Thank you. Your check is in the mail. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to sign off, guys. And like I said, please feel free to stop by for the free stuff tomorrow at Gen Con. If you're welcome to come without a ticket, but it actually does help us out if you pick up a ticket. The ticket is free. So I encourage you to do that. Yes, Margaret, that is StoryGrid. I'll bring it back here. I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if the focus is on, but yeah, I've got 2 copies of this, and then a bunch of marketing and craft books. And I was explaining earlier that words in my mouth. I was explaining here that I got a lot of these were given to me, or I picked them up with the intent to pass them on, or just a variety of sources for them. But I've got them, and somebody else should be using them. Like, what am I going to do with 2 extra copies of StoryGrid, right? So yeah. Yes, as Seeker says, Kyle, practice. You mentioned being a professional speaker. I've been a professional speaker for 15 years, more than that. I don't know. Yeah, a lot. So yeah, it's at this point I have been well versed. I have done all the rehearsals of making an idiot of myself. I know there's only so far down left to go. And that actually frees you up for a lot. It really does. So I will say though, and I mentioned this last time, doing this without humans, just my little green glowing LED is so much more difficult than doing this in front of live people. Live people, like, I can read the room, I get feedback. So I can tell, like, oh, somebody liked that. Oh, that didn't go well. This green LED, he doesn't care. So I love when you guys throw stuff in the chat. It makes me like, okay, I'm not just talking to this little glowing light. So, okay. Well, I have said like 3 times now that I'm leaving, but I think for real, I'm actually going to do it. But so Gen Con, Craft and Business, and the giveaways, and Susan's band live from Tokyo next week. Watch from that. And yeah, that'll be it. So thank you guys very much. Have a fantastic, is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday, right? Yes, it's 2020. God only knows what day it is. Have a fantastic Wednesday night if you are in that part of the world. If you are not, have a good, whatever thing. Do I do stand-up comedy too? No, that's just my natural ability. All right. And so, all right. Thank you guys. You guys have a fantastic evening. And I am Laura Van Arndonk Baugh, and I don't have a catchphrase. Take care. Wash your hands.